Okay, here we go. Another special edition of Voice of the Vet inside of the fabulous Vets for Action studio. We have something that is going to really irritate a lot of veterans out there. I know when I heard about it and I was told that they would go on camera and talk about it, I shot out of my office and here I am. So we have Ron and Fran Kronberg today with us. And their VSO down there, Tim, who's, what are you eating anyway? What is that?
It's called, what do you call that thing?
It's a Russian...
Russian...
Kronsky or something.
What is it?
I don't know what it's called, but it's good. They're absolutely amazing. And the decision they got from the VA, that Ron got from the VA, will blow your mind. Just like about everything that they do.
The RAMP program.
Yeah, the RAMP program. Mm-hmm. Now, Ron, I'm sorry, what branch were you in again?
I was in the Army.
He was in the Army, in Vietnam. Okay. And also he spent some time in Korea too, right?
Korea, yes.
Okay. Now, Ron filed for his disability with Tim and has all the paperwork to show you were in Vietnam, correct?
Correct.
All right. Well, the VA, in their infinite wisdom, said they denied his claim because they said you were not in Vietnam. Is that correct?
They never addressed the issue of Vietnam or Korea.
Or Agent Orange.
Even though they have all the proper paperwork. Now, vets, listen when we tell you this. This is extremely important. You could have all the paperwork in the world, and yet the VA is going to follow their own rules. Congress gave them the opportunity to decipher and make a decision on the laws in their own view. So, sometimes it's like, peeing in the wind.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I hate to say it, but it's true.
Well, it's true though.
But yes, absolutely.
Especially when you hit in the face with it.
Yeah, well, that's
Oh, cute.
And now you'll see here, we don't sugarcoat anything.
Yeah, good. That's
Absolutely
fine by
not.
me.
So,
That's
yeah.
fine by me.
Now, Tim, you want to start the discussion with what you went through with Ron and talk about that?
Yeah, I've been trying to get them to, that he was in Vietnam, but nobody will address it. But I found out in his record, it says Republic of Vietnam, scratch, and it's on the assignment sheet, and then it says Korea. So it backs up his story, what he said. He was there for about 4 or 5 days, okay, waiting for orders to go where he was going.
Then I went to Korea.
Yeah.
Then I waited in Korea to get my orders for the DMZ in Korea. And I spent most of my time on the DMZ.
All right, now, here, this is the envelope. They send all their stuff. You see the VA logo on the top there. Now, this is postmarked April 1st, 2019. The letter was January 28th, 2019. Now, to show you how fast they are with the way they do things, and we're going to be seeing a webcast on that on next Friday. The 25th, right? Yeah. So, Mike and I are going to be able to show you how much doo-doo there is in the words they spill. Mm-hmm. So, why, if you're saying that you're dedicated to the vets and you want to get this stuff out to them right away, help them right away, why do you wait that long? Over a month, right?
3 months.
Or not 3 months.
Almost 3 months. Yeah.
3 months.
January,
Well,
February, March.
They had told us, they had told us that they made a decision on the 25th of January, and within 7 to 10 days we would receive a packet. January went by. Then Ron called again, and they said on the 25th they were going to send a packet. February went by, nothing. March, nothing.
Nothing.
And we didn't, and here it is dated the 28th of January, and the post date is the 1st of April. Where's it been? And it came from Janesville. We're in Nevada.
Oh, Janesville, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, why did it take so long to get it? You had to call to find out?
Yeah.
Where is it?
And they promised us 3 times that they were sending it to us.
Now, this is my opinion, and maybe you'll echo this, I don't know.
Oh, go ahead,
But
echo.
a big problem I see with the VA and their procedures is a lot of these people are not veterans. They've never been in the military, so they don't know how it works. They don't know how to actually work together as a team. A lot of them are just pissed that they gotta work, and that's their problem. It shouldn't be ours as veterans. And that's what we're faced with. I don't know how you guys feel about that.
Well, the way I feel, I get the impression since I waited so long, since 2012.
Yeah.
What
That's
do you
when we
call
first
it?
put our
Claim in. What do you call it? The left hand does not know what the right hand is doing.
Absolutely.
And
And it's like that through the whole process.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, before you went to RAM, how long did you have to wait for the notice of disagreement?
2 years.
Oh, more than 2 years, and they told me it was 193 days.
Yeah, and how many times did you call them about that?
Every week I called them,
2 years.
and they kept on saying 193 days.
And we kept telling them it's over 193 days.
And then we get this thing, we were going to accept the ramp program, correct?
Yes,
Right.
Thinking we would be expedited,
145 days.
and now he gets a decision and all it says, nothing.
Yeah.
Just says couldn't be granted.
When
But to my understanding, I thought they were supposed to get back with you on a decision why, and why did we turn you down, how you could, win your case and everything. I got nothing here. All we got is a piece of paper saying couldn't be granted.
All basic BS form letters with the
Exactly.
same thing that everybody gets
Yeah, but he
Exactly.
waited 2 years
to get that.
to get that, and then he gets ramp, we go to ramp thinking, hey, we're gonna trust the system, thinking that we could do this, and this is what the guy gets.
Now,
all I know is when I signed up for the ramp, the 17th of September 2018, I think.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I got a letter from them after I signed up, exactly the same denial that I got now.
Yeah.
it's
It's
already
like they
printed out.
photographed it and sent me another copy.
And then when we went on e-benefits, we couldn't find any justification of the appeal. We went to the VA hospital, I went to the benefits department, and I mentioned to the guy, I says, we're looking for the appeal decision, because they said they had made the decision. I said, I've been looking on e-benefits. He goes, oh, you can't find appeals on e-benefits. And then we had to wait too long, and we had another appointment, so we had to leave. We didn't even have a chance. I have done it once before, and the guy couldn't find anything about it. That was like last year.
Now, Tim, the medical description of what he has wrong with him. Now, I won't say because of the HIPAA law.
Right,
But
unless he gave you permission.
yeah, but as far as these things go, these two things right here, three, really. You've won other cases where you've proven that this came from their service in Vietnam, correct?
Right, we've won cases like that, yes.
What does it boil down to, do you think? They just don't want to pay the vets?
Well, they don't want to pay the vets from what I see, and I thought the ramp program might be an answer, but it wasn't an answer, because look what they did to him. And it makes me sick, we had to wait 2 years for stinking notice of disagreement before we even tried the ramp program.
Right.
And now they're telling him, if you read that second page, he's saying he can't even go higher level, and it said, please take note, no higher level and no board.
Yeah, you may not request a higher level review. All right, well now here's my question for you. Was it 3.156? All right, the new and material evidence.
New material evidence.
Can you use that for him?
Yeah, basically it comes down to this, because he was out of Fort Lewis, okay? And Fort Lewis is very well known. They were going, I have the paper on it, proving that that's where they go. They went to Vietnam from there. And then when they got over there, it was at the time frame in 1971. Right, 71. They were pulling Vietnam vets out of there, okay? The Army. So he stayed there in Saigon. It says he was there in Saigon, and you can see the dates. The dates, I give you an answer.
Correlate.
Yeah, he's supposed to report to Vietnam on the 11th, okay? Sometime in September or something like that, right?
So,
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
But he gets to Korea October 18th. So now, he took a 28-day leave, okay? And then he had to go over, and then when he went over, then he waited over in Saigon. And then from Saigon, he had to, finally, they gave him orders to go to Korea. And then he was assigned from there.
Well, you know, this is very irritating, but you know what? It's so common. You hit the nail on the head. The right hand does not know what the left hand's doing, not at all. Now it says, please note, you may not, and it's bold and underlined, request a higher level review of a decision on a higher level review or a decision on an appeal to the Board of Veterans Appeals.
But I thought that's under the new program, you can do that.
But 2 paragraphs down.
All that due process bullshit, excuse me.
Due process. It says in the same letter, 2 paragraphs down, if you elect to file an appeal with the Board of Veterans Appeals, your notice of disagreement, NOD, will be assigned a docket number based on the date of receipt. The board will begin processing these appeals in the new, more efficient appeals process no earlier than October 2018. So what they said, you can't do it, but then, oh yeah, you know, if you do that, this is what you gotta do.
Yeah,
So,
Right hand, left hand.
so
there
you
you go.
can't do it.
Like I said, I got the same thing years ago.
yeah,
Years ago when I signed up for that ramp program.
that's the same stuff they sent
Now,
us.
now here's my other question. We also argued DMZ. He was on the DMZ, okay? He missed the presumptive date by about what, 1 month? Something like that? Probably about 1
Yeah.
month. Okay, but they sprayed the DMZ. Now, you have Vietnam is now being cleaned up with dioxin, Agent Orange, and that's 50 years later, they're cleaning up Vietnam. But yet they're saying the DMZ doesn't have the same problem?
Oh, yeah, right.
Come on now, I mean,
Yeah.
they don't even mention anything about his DMZ, they don't mention anything about the Vietnam, and it's in his record.
Okay, so what's your next step, Tim, as a VSO to help?
Right now, I'd like to go to Congress on the basis because you're just shooting blanks.
Yeah,
Because he just told you, you can't do this and do this.
yeah,
But I thought you could.
yeah, of course you can.
But how can you put that in writing and say you can't do that? That would be a violation of that law.
But then they realized that you can, so they put it down here, if you elect to file an appeal.
But you can't elect according to that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They have a hearing today on rewriting Title 38 because it has flaws. They're just addressing the wrong ones. I'd mentioned Title 38, the hearing that the Veterans Committee is
Okay,
doing.
you heard that from Mike right there. Title 38, they're having a big meeting in Congress on it right now.
See, now, anytime you get a decision, here's another thing. Anytime you get a decision, you get the evidence. That's not even on here.
Yeah, well, now you could,
No evidence is on here.
Right.
There's nothing there about the evidence. And there has to be a reason for basis. That's under the court. The Federal Circuit has already said that. You have to have a reason for basis. And they don't even have that on here.
can you get that? free?
Yeah, I
Okay.
can get that. That's easy because that's the law. It's the law.
It's the law, there you go. Now, that's the thing about Vets for Action. They follow the law. In Tim's office, it says, it's the law. Right there on, a nice little frame behind his desk.
Yes,
Yeah.
on his wall. I saw that today.
Absolutely. And you know, it's, this, yes, even though this is very, very infuriating, it's so common though, am I correct? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well,
And-
now with the ramp program, you thought you had a chance, according to what they were saying.
According to what they were saying,
I think
yeah,
that's why you told me to go to the ramp program.
Right, because you were in 2 years already in the notice of
Yeah, so
disagreement.
The ramp one might be a little quicker. And apparently, no.
Yeah, and they shafted him. And I didn't get anything on writing of here, ever, all the arguments. If you don't address the arguments, you're just shooting in the wind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Because if you don't because the bottom line is, if it gets any higher to a court, the court says you never addressed that back here, or they never addressed it. That's what hurts the system.
When did they stop the ramp program officially?
They stopped that, I think that was in November. wasn't it?
Last year?
No, I take it back. It was January.
March.
Yeah,
January.
January, February.
January
yeah.
2019 they stopped.
Yeah,
Okay.
January,
When
February.
it went
this year.
into, they went to the AMA in February 19th.
Yeah, so they stopped it
So
then.
yesterday, when we were at the VA, what did we see hanging on the wall in 4 different spots?
Oh, it's a ramp.
Yeah, the ramp program.
Telling you how to do the ramp
Wow.
program. Now, how can you do the ramp program if it's not here anymore?
Yeah.
Exactly. So
And like
that's
you
just
said,
another.
yeah, in the benefits office, you've seen ramp all over the walls.
Yep. All right, well, anything you want to add, Ron, to this?
No, like I said, what do you call it, dealing with the VA is, what do you call it, like you mentioned, it seemed like they never was in the service. They never look at anything, they just sit around and drink coffee.
Yep.
You know, and then when it's time to make a decision, they just say no and that's it.
Yeah.
See, the bottom line is, what it comes down to, and it makes me angry, is, and I've hated this for years, we're fighting lawyers. Why should we have to fight lawyers when we were fighting over there?
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Why?
Exactly.
And now we come back and we're fighting lawyers.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we're not lawyers, just so you know. So bottom line is, why aren't we fighting lawyers if we're not lawyers?
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
And we're still fighting combat. We're still in it.
Yeah.
This is not right.
We've been with Tim for 5 years now, and they're still sending us, excuse me, bullshit.
Hey, there you go.
And it is bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, let's get some straight. I mean, if you want the system to work, make it work.
Exactly.
But it doesn't sound, what I see here, I don't think they want the system to work.
Yeah.
They don't want the system to work because they don't want to pay the vets. They don't
But I
want
hate
to pay
to
the
tell
vets
you,
every time.
what they've done here, they violated due process.
Oh, absolutely.
Under the Constitution of the United States, because they didn't put anything down there for it.
Now you see the energy
How
here.
can you appeal?
Tim is a fighter. He's not going to stop. He's not going to stop for you guys.
Oh,
You
I know.
that,
We
right?
know that for certain.
All right.
We know that for certain.
Well, there'll be more on this topic, and I'm sure we're going to talk again because I know he's worked. This is going to stir up that hornet's nest.
Good.
Hopefully it does.
Good, good.
And Tim's going to keep going, and we're going to make things happen. Vets for Action, incredible group of guys. You see the fight in them every time we talk.
Awesome.
And stay tuned for more. So for Fran, Ron, and Tim, I'm Bob. You want to salute? You ready? Have a great day, everybody.
Have a great day.
Have a great day.